Hello, in this video I will be walking you through Velo by Wix. That's right, Velo by Wix. That great thing, Velo by Wix. That great coding platform, Velo by Wix. Right now I will be showing you the basics because in the other video maybe they're too complicated. Right now this is just for people who haven't even touched Velo by Wix, who haven't even seen it in their life, who are just kind of starting and very confused with it. Velo by Wix, some basics here. Okay, so let's get started. So, Velo by Wix is like a coding platform made by Wix, a development platform, a full stack development platform that empowers you to rapidly build, manage, and deploy professional web apps. Okay, so if you go to wix.com/Velo, then you will see the Velo official site. It's just all that you can explore it there. You have all that, and we have that. We have all of those great things built with Velo, and here you can see those are built with Velo. You can also visit the forum, the events are coming soon, the blog, and their YouTube channel. There's their YouTube channel. Also, I have a profile in the forum if you wanna see it. Link in the description below, and in my latest video too. Some testimonials. Start a new project with Velo today, and all of those great things. Okay, so let's start a new project with Velo today. So first, let's go to Wix.com. Now you can go to create new site, and then create a site Wix editor. You can also use Velo by Wix in Editor X, but today I'm just gonna be using the classic one. Then create a website with the editor, and then I'm just gonna choose a blank template, and I'm gonna start from scratch. Okay. Okay, let's just wait until that good thing loads. Okay, now it loaded. So to turn on Velo, you need to go to developer mode and then turn on developer mode. And then here a listing will appear. So we have here the code panel. Here you can select an element, advanced, edit its IDs and more. So let's do that with an example text, but you can do it with whatever you want. So as we see, I clicked it, and now here we have the ID, which you can change it here to in Velo by Wix. So we have the ID, I'm gonna leave it at example text. So as we see, it changed to example text. Now default values hidden or collapsed. If you put it hidden, then that happened. If we delete collapse and leave it hidden, then it looks like that, like totally hidden. And when we go to the website, it's hidden. But if you don't put it hidden, of course it will appear. You can also add some event handler to this. On click, we have on click, on DBL click, on mouse in, on mouse out, on viewport enter, and or viewport leave. I'm gonna do on click. That's it. And that's it. When that is on click, then it will get an event. So that is how you add an event handler. So we have that. We have W and ready functions, which are just functions. Also there is the API reference and the example. We also have this page code thing, so we have main pages. The code is that. And we also have masterpage.js, which is just to add some coding also. We also have code files, so we have public. Click add file, then you can name the public file. Just delete it because we're not really using it right now. Also in backend, if you click add, you can add a web module, a new JS file, a new file, a new folder, or a job scheduler. Here you can install also some packages, so you can install a Velo package and you can install a Node.js package. You also can search things from your page code, public files, and backend files. You also can add databases. I will get into that later. And we also have Velo tools. So we have release manager, secrets manager, site monitoring. We also have Velo help, so we have the API reference, the forum, the documentation, and you can also give feedback. So I'm gonna just show you here really fast how to build a database. So go to databases here, go to add a new collection, and here you can select some templates with repeaters, and you can also add a blank template. So give this collection a name? So I'm gonna put here just example. Originally I'm just gonna put your database because it is a database, but just put something for you to recognize it. Then set a collection ID to use in your code. That you can use it in your code whenever you want. So I'm just gonna leave your database too. And then what is this collection for? Site content, form submission, member generated content, members only content, members only form submission, private data, or custom use. I'm just gonna put custom use for this. Then if you put custom use, then it will ask you to set some permission roles. So who can read content from this collection. For this, I'm just gonna leave it at, let's do anyone. You can also put all of those too, admin, site member, other site member. I'm gonna just put anyone now who can create the content from this collection. Admin, site member, or anyone. I'm gonna put admin, and then who can update it, admin, site member, other site member, or anyone. I'm gonna put admin, and then who can delete admin, site member, other site member, or anyone. I'm gonna put admin for these two. Since I'm doing it like that, there will be some site content which you can use for videos. You can use for blog and all of those things. Now you can also build a social network with this. I'm not gonna show you right now. Then set and create collection. And then here you can add all of those things. Usually I'm gonna change a little bit of, and I'm gonna walk you through it later. But also, if you want to edit the settings, you click edit settings, then the name, you can change it. this collection ID, you cannot change it, sorry. And then this actually I'm gonna put custom music gang. I'm gonna put create content from this collection admin who can create content from this collection, anyone who can update it admin, who can delete it admin. Let's leave it like that, and then it changes to firm submission because it is a firm submission. So for this database, you can put some names. So we have here hidden fields, which we have title. Let's just hide it for now. We have ID, owner, created day, updated day. Okay, so now let's add a second. Okay, and now here all the submissions will appear, or all the things you will add will appear. For example, if you add something there to the title, then I'm just gonna put here hello, and it just appears there. Now if you're gonna delete it, you can also do that, and then click delete one. That's it. And now I'm just gonna add some example fields here. So since this is a firm submission, I'm just gonna put name and then text. You can also put many others there. And then also I'm gonna put email. Email is text. There's no field for email. So we're gonna put field name message here, also the field key in this one, all of those have field key also to use in your code. This is used in your code and can be changed later. Can't be changed later. And then the field key message, okay, and then field type text because message is text. And now let's kind of like build a form with the input. So if we go to add, we see this input thing is added once we turn on developer mode. So we have text input, text box, rich text, radio buttons, checkboxes, drop down, selection tags, date and time slider, upload buttons, ratings, address input, switch, signature input, and reCAPTCHA. So I'm just gonna add text input, and I'm just gonna put that. Put it to the middle. So that's the name one. I'm also gonna add one for the email. And also one from the message, which we're gonna add a text box for it to be bigger. Now bigger text. So gonna put that like that. The message. Then I'm gonna put this field required. That I'm usually not gonna put it required, and then this one is the email, so it is one where we're gonna connect the data from. So I'm gonna put this required, and so we have message. We're gonna no required. Also I'm gonna change it for people in order to recognize it. So this name, and then type. Since the name is text, then I'll put text, but you can also put text, password, number, email, URL, phone number. Here, I'm gonna show the field title or no. Then there you will have to add the field title, the same to this, and then show initial text, none, placeholder text, default text, or default text, one placeholder text. I'm gonna leave it at placeholder text. Then, if you want the field to be required or read only, the same with this one, and then set character limit yes or no. If yes, then you need to put the number of characters, and then if you want to set pattern validation or not, if you do, then there you'll have to add a regex to add your own pattern validation. So this name, then this is email, so I'm gonna change the placeholder text to email, and since email is email, then I'm gonna put here email. Then show field title no, and then this is all the same as the other one. Show initial text none, placeholder text, default text, or default text when placeholder text. The field is required read only, or and or nothing, and then add pattern validation yes or no. And now we have message, so we have show field title yes or no, show initial text none, placeholder text, default text, or default text when then placeholder text and placeholder text. I'm gonna put message, and this field is nothing, and then set character limit. You can put yes or no, and then if yes, then the number of characters. I'm just gonna put no. And then for people, in order to submit this form, you need to add a submit button. So go to add, go to button, and I'm just gonna add this good button there. You can design it in many ways. I'm gonna just do that, and you're gonna do there customize field. I'm gonna put it like that, and then you see this. I'm gonna put it that, and then this. Gonna put that. And I'm gonna change the text to submit. And then we need to create a data set to connect this to the database in order to when the people submit this, then it will be added to the database. So we need to go to add, and then content manager, and then add a data set right here. You can also add a new collection or a form data set. Through the form and collect data from your visitors. Wait, no. You can add data from data set or a data set, normal data set. You're gonna add a normal data set. And then connect a collection database, which is the database one that we created there. Then data set name. Database data set. That's funny. I'm just gonna put your data set, but you can put anything you want. And then you can set the mode to read only, write only, or read and write. If it is read only, then it is something that someone can just read. But if it is write only, then it is something that people can just read. And then if it is read and write, it's something that people can read and also write. Since it is a firm submission, it's write only. It looks like if it were read and write, but it's usually not. Read and write will be more for social networking because it is like modifying and also reading it. Like it's not the same. And you need to set a number of items to display on that. So it's usually write only. Then we have performance. Number of items to display, performance, and filter, and then date creator. Now we have to connect the items of this form to the dataset. So connect to data, then value dataset, then value connects to name, then this one value connects to email, and then this one value connects to message, and then this one submit, then connect to data, and then click action connects to submit. And then you can add success message and or a failure message. You can add a success one and also a failure one. Here you can change the don't change, and then here you can change that error also. So I'm gonna put that like that, and this I'm gonna put Usually your message was sent. And now let's test this out. So we're gonna go to preview, the name. Okay, so I did that name Francisco, email EggWebTut@gmail.com, and then message this is just a test, then submit. And then your message was sent. Then if you go to the database, it will be there in the database. Let's see. And if it is not, then you'll have to reload it. Wait. There we have it. So it is. So name Francisco, email EggWebTut@gmail.com, message this is just a test. And I'm gonna send a new one just so that you can see. Okay, so name Francisco, email EggWebTut@gmail.com, and the message this is my second test. Then submit. Wait for a little bit. Your message was sent. Now let's see if it was really sent to us. So let's go to database. And then we have it there. Name Francisco to Francisco. There we have all usually then email EggWebTut@gmail.com, EggWebTut@gmail.com, because they're two, both of them are two firm submissions. And we have message, this is my second test, and then another one, this is just a test. So as we see, this totally works. Now I'm gonna walk you through a little bit more of the inputs. So this reCAPTCHA one is very important because you can add reCAPTCHA to see if someone is not a robot. So I'm gonna add usually a reCAPTCHA to that form that we just saw. So we have name, and then email. Just put again EggWebTut@gmail.com, and I'm gonna put message. My email is EggWebTut@gmail.com, but this is my third test. And then I'm not a robot. Let's click on that because I'm not a robot, I'm a person. And then verify that I'm not a robot, and then submit. Your message was sent. So I added there a reCAPTCHA. Now another one that you can add to is a signature input. You done? And then there's your signature. Just gonna put your hello. So gonna do hello. Oh, that doesn't look very good usually. We have that there. You can also clear it up. Yeah, I'm gonna clear it up. It doesn't look very good. Let's try it again. So let's do that looks better. Hello. I know. Well, let's just clear it up again because it doesn't look good at all. Done. We also have radio buttons and all of those things. You can also use Velo by Wix for doing a test in your school if you work on a school teaching people. Then you can do a test here, a math test, whatever you want. You can use radio buttons for the test. You can use multi-check boxes. You can use a text box also and put the question. And all of those good things. But you have a switch, which you can use for dark mode and light mode. And many other things too, of course. Oh, wait a second, go back to the editor. We also have a file upload, which will be good if you're doing something of putting photos and videos similar to Instagram, social media, and we have many other things here too. Now, of course, you need to save it and then publish it once you have finished. Then if you save, we see it works. Now we go to our dashboard and select that site that we're doing with Velo. And then you have a dashboard here. So you have this content manager thing of the database. So we have your database, 0 items in live. And if you want to put them in live, I usually forgot to show you that. That would be good if you're doing like a social networking platform or anything you want. Then you have to go to databases, like something that will appear in public, you know. Then you have to go there to the databases. And then you have to put sync sandbox to live, so sync 3 sandbox items to live. Can you syncing? And now we have it. View. We have the items live right now. So now if we reload this, now it says that 3 items are live. So it says fetching. And then here, this looks like you could add them, like you could add more databases, but you really can't. And here you have more actions. So we have restore backups, go to the learning center, release notes, and submit feedbacks. Here you can also watch a video tutorial of the content manager.
In this video, you'll learn your way around the content manager. Once you've added the content manager to your site, you'll notice that you have a new. In this video, you'll learn how to use the content manager to set up a. In this video, you'll learn how to update and.
We have 7. Oh, more.
In this video.
7.
In this video, you'll learn about. In this video, you'll learn how to use the content manager to display repeating.
So you have that. Now, also something that will be good to show you is displaying items from the database. So I'm just gonna call this their repeater. And we can add a repeater by going to add list and reads. And then let's just choose this repeater. Then once you have added the repeater, you can delete and add some items. And you can also connect them to data. So connect to data. You'll have to start by creating a data set. So choose the collection database. We have that, and then text, connect to, I'm gonna do name. So we go to preview. Then we have all the names there. All of them are Francisco, so we're having all of them Francisco. I'm still gonna delete this image because we're not using it, and then this, let's connect it to the email, to the same data set, then email, and then this same data set also, and then message. Now we go to preview, then we have name, email, and message in all those. And now that I have been explaining you here some Velo by Wix basics here. Now, this was all the video.